Hello and welcome to the first lecture of this new section on customer retention and loyalty in this course AI for CRM Excellence. So in this section we will talk to you about how can you attain excellence in customer retention and loyalty through with use of AI. And we will begin by looking at how to do churn prediction and identify at-risk customers using historical pattern. So let's take a look at how do you think you can identify at-risk customers using historical patterns and do the churn prediction. Any thoughts? That's a great question, right? Now, identifying at-risk customers, those who might churn, downgrade or stop buying using historical pattern, it was one of the most effective ways to drive customer retention and proactive support, right? So let's walk through, how AI can do this step by step, right? So the first step would be to gather historical data. Start with customer level data over time, and this could include data like demographics in terms of age, location, industry, behavioral data like purchase frequency, RFM in terms of frequency, recency, and monetary value. Website app interaction like visits, clicks, downloads, and email engagement in terms of open clicks and replies. The third thing that you need to gather would be support interactions, tickets raised, resolution time, sentiment, and also you can look at account changes in terms of planned downgrade, cancellations, or complaints. Now remember to use structured data at a customer time level, customer and months, all that you need to do. So gathering needs to be on two dimensions. Then you define churn or at-risk behavior. You need to label historical data to show what churn looks like in your context. It could look like a subscription churn in which customers cancel their plan. There could be decreased engagement with the drop in logins or purchases over a defined time period, like a 60% drop in activity in 3 months' time. Or it could be a product downgrade, moving from premium to basic plan. And this historical label is key to supervise machine learning. So this needs to be done well. So that is the first step in defining churn and at-risk behavior. Then you train a predictive model naturally. You use a machine learning model to identify patterns that separate at-risk behavior from the loyal ones. And the common models that you can use are like logistic regression, which can do prediction of probability of churn, simple and interpretable. Then there is random forest and XGBoost, which can capture non-linear interactions and variable importance. Then the most sophisticated are neural networks. They are useful for very large and complex data. Now, in training the predictive model, what features would you use? You could use RFM scores, recency, frequency, and monetary value, decline in usage over time, sentiment analysis of support ticket, late payments or cancellations, and response time from support or sales. So those are the things you need to do to train a predictive model. Step one would be to interpret the results. The key insights could be, like feature importance, which identifies which factors are most predictive, drop in usage, negative sentiment or late payment. So which factors, which features are most important is another one important thing to do. Churn probability score. Each customer gets a score, from 0.85 to 85% likely to churn. And then you can use dashboards to highlight high risk customers. So that's what you can do to interpret the results. Then you take proactive actions, right? Use churn risk scores to prioritize outreach, right? Uh, where you can alert customer success reps to reach out to top at-risk customers. You can personalize interventions by offering discounts, loyalty rewards, or targeted content. You can automate campaigns by sending re-engagement emails to those at moderate risk, and you can monitor trends by watching churn risk levels at segment or cohort level. So this is how you can take proactive actions by AI. Then the question is, what tools are there that we recommend to you to identify at-risk customers using historical patterns? There are many. You can use Salesforce Einstein, which the purpose of which is to look at out-of-box churn prediction and dashboards. You could use HubSpot, which can send you the AI-driven churn risk alerts and workflows. Python with scikit-learn and XGBoost are we can give you the custom models and analysis. Azure ML and AWS SageMaker is a scalable machine learning pipeline. And Tableau and Power BI can visualize churn risk and the key factors. So these are some recommended tools. Now let's take a look at an example of identifying high risk customer using historical patterns. So customer logs in 5 times a month on an average. So that's his customer profile, right? Now over 3 months, their logins have dropped to once a month. And model picks that as a 30% decline in usage as a risk factor, right? Fair enough. Then the predictive model assigns churn probability as 0.78, which is quite high. And as a result of that, system triggers high priority tasks to call the customer and a personalized email offering a discount or a demo. So that's an example of a identifying at-risk customer using historical patterns and taking action through AI. So what do we do next now? So we look at another topic called customer retention and loyalty in the next lecture, where we will talk about the loyalty scoring to measure and act on loyalty indicators to design retention strategies. So thank you so much for watching this first lecture on customer loyalty and retention in this course AI for CRM Excellence. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy. And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to.